Good morning, I'm Andrew, the osteopath at Thrive Body Clinic, and this is my first cup of coffee. Nice. So, it's Wednesday, which is a mix of office and clinic, and not sure what I'm doing yet. After this, I'm going to sit down with the old second brain and make sure the calendars and diaries all match up. But whatever, it will be a good day, I'm sure. Not sure what the weather's doing at the moment. It's all foggy out there, and yet the gritters were out last night, so I thought it was going to be frozen. Hopefully it's not a frozen mist. I can't remember what yesterday was like. Yesterday was an office day, so there was a lot of seating, which, I'll be honest, stiffens the back up like nobody's business. But I went to Body Balance. I posted a little picture about that on Facebook because I was the only person booked in, and at the last minute somebody else turned up and came in, so I had to share the room. Outrageous. I don't know what that room would be like with 20 people in it, but with only 2 it's very spacious. It's like having a private class, which in fact reminds me of something I meant to write down at the time. Sorry, distracted. What was I going to say? Body Balance, that limbered things up nicely, so that was good. Very much enjoy that little mix of Pilates, yoga and Tai Chi. Oh, it's gone. What was I going to say? I can't remember. No, it's gone. I was listening to a podcast yesterday. I think I was listening to a business podcast at one point yesterday. They were talking about focusing on the priorities and how lots of people drift away or get distracted from priorities. And I was thinking about how the same thing kind of applies to health, but equally, I haven't finished listening to the podcast yet, but equally it is day-to-day life does not lend itself to focusing on your priorities very easily, does it? For example, I'm trying to purchase something on Facebook Marketplace at the moment, and so I've messaged the other person and said, "Oh, could I exit on this day?" And they've come back and said no, they can't do that that day, but they can do later, which I can't. And then they've suggested a series of other times, and I'm looking at it thinking, like, this is so complicated. Why would anybody sell anything on Marketplace with that level of back and forth? It just makes it such a hard thing to negotiate. I think we've cracked it because I can see how I can fit into one of their windows, but even so, it still felt like a lot more effort than it needed to be. If there wasn't a significant discount on the product, obviously, versus just going to the local shop to buy it new. The local shop would probably win, but in this instance, it's worth it. But my thinking was something along the lines of the scheduling wise, we've all got stuff that has to be fitted around non-negotiables like work or school runs. If you've got children, you have to feed them. They do need that. So yeah, it's not a fully formed thought, really. I think I'll turn it into a blog after I've let it percolate a little bit. Yes, possibly. When I was commuting in the car over to the Southwick Osteopaths, or even up to London, I used to have the phone plugged in, and I would leave voice notes for myself, which were often terribly translated by Siri. And I'd look at it later and I'd think, oh, what on earth was that meant to be? I can't do that on the motorbike. I mean, I probably could set up a speaker system inside my helmet. It hasn't occurred to me to do that yet, though. But yeah, so I don't do that on the motorbike. I very rarely bother pulling over and writing down notes. So I do think this sort of thing through, ready to do a blog or a post about it. And then quite often it's gone because I'm concentrating. So I don't know if I lose time there or not. I do also get to switch off from thinking about anything else and just concentrate on staying alive. So actually I quite value that mindfulness opportunity. Okay, it's enough of me waffling. Have a great day, enjoy the sunshine, and I will see you tomorrow.